In this video, I'm going to go ahead and talk a little bit about the Scene Events window over here. It's kind of a complicated little window, but it's very powerful. So we'll just spend this video talking about what it does, and over the next few videos, I will go into examples showing some of the different features here. The first one I'll talk about is just the instant, these little radio buttons here. The instant button, this will be an event that starts at a certain time throughout the whole thing. Right now it's set up to start right at the beginning. The event will happen, like for example, a ragdoll force, adding a force and making the character go ragdoll will happen. When it's over, then it's done. We have timed events where we could have a force, and what that'll do is it'll apply the force for the entire time. So it'll start instantaneously here, but it will continue for however long the duration says. We've also got over here some ability to add randomness to those events, so they don't all happen exactly at the same time each time. We also have down here interpolated. This is sort of like a timed event, except that it gradually steps into it. So if we're adding a force, it will gradually add that force until it gets to the force, and then it'll gradually decrease it away. So that's what we're doing there. And then we have chained events, which is going to be a series of events that all happen in an order. So as soon as one finishes, the next starts. For the very first one, we'll check the first chained event button. That tells it to start here. And then after that, it will just look for the next largest number of order and use that one as the next event. So if we entered 2 here, and then we had another event that was order of 3 and one of 3.5, it would go from 2 to 3 to 3.5. Playing those in that order. We'll go ahead and look down here. These are X, Y, and Z's. These have different purpose depending on the type of event. If we are using a moved position, these would be the position that you're moving to. If we're adding a force, these would be the forces that we're adding. They're sometimes not used as well. Action would be a custom function that you can call from script to have some sort of different thing other than what we have already typed up for you. Pretty powerful feature. We won't talk much about it. Then down here we'll jump down to type. Type is where we can pick what sort of movement we want. So if we have a chained event, we could have a move, and then you can give it the position that we want it to move to. We should be, move to position, that's the one I wanted. We should though, here's my problem. We do need to have an actor selected for all of this to work. So now we'll go ahead and do a move to position. And now we can select the sequence that we want him to use to get there. We can say that he wants to run. I'm not going to actually create it, but this allows you to kind of see what goes in these. And for some events, if we wanted to do we'll have to change the type. We'll go back to an instant now. And we've got a ragdoll force here somewhere. Ragdoll force. That makes this node more useful. So if we leave it blank, it'll just be to his base node, which would be his hips. If not, we could add a ragdoll force to his foot. And then we can tell it the force up here by adding values to these. This will make his, right now it would just set him to ragdoll. If we added a force here, we added a 10 on the Y, it would make him ragdoll and add 10 force to his left foot. We can also have some events here that work on groups. So if we had a move to target, we could apply this to all of group A, and we want all of group A to move to group B. The groups could be various will be groups of actors that you have in your scenes, and you can give them some logic this way. We have a lot of options here. We have attack targets, lots of things to work with here. And then event, this allows us to select other events that are already programmed in. And then we have our save and drop and clear up here. We can clear everything out of that one. We can just drop that event altogether, and then it won't be here anymore. Right there. Then we can just drop that one again, and all of our sequences are gone. Now we got a fresh slate. I think that kind of wraps up what these different buttons down here do, and we'll move on to the next video.